Wags, how exciting is it? Free-to-air cricket, Blackcaps, domestic cricket, and also on the radio as well, sport radio. Very exciting time for New Zealand cricket.
Yeah, very exciting time. Like you said, I think it's pretty awesome to see that we're going to get it out there to the public. I guess in a better way, an easier way for people to watch, and hopefully adds to the numbers and people to start following cricket and I guess fall in love with the sport.
Look, the first women's cricket that I saw on TV was in 2000, and it was the White Ferns World Cup, and since then they have been televised, but for all men's and women's cricket, international, domestic, to be on free to air, it's just a really special day, and I know lots of children will now be able to be inspired by their role models, and for it to be free to air radio and TV is huge, and so hopefully we see lots of players in the future because of that.
It's almost like a Back to the Future moment with TV broadcasting on free-to-air TV, the New Zealand's only sport radio network having the radio rights. It's almost like the Sports Roundup days. It's very exciting for cricket fans in New Zealand.
Yeah, it is, and I guess easy access. You know where you go to get the commentaries and both on the radio and on TV there. So I think it's just fantastic for cricket in New Zealand that there is that access to everyone, and it's very easy for people to just turn the TV on and get a taste of cricket now as well.
And absolutely bumper summer coming up. I'm sure the Australians are the carrot for you. Is that what motivates you to play the bit? Well, we're seeing how good they are at the moment, again, the Ashes series, World Test Champions. Is that a carrot for you to try and get involved in that series?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, any test match you play, there's obviously great emphasis on it and representing your country, but to play against some quality teams like South Africa and Australia, it's not very often we get those sort of two teams and those sort of profile teams, I guess, in one summer in our shores. So I think the last time we played Australia was 2016, Baz's last test. So it feels like quite a long time ago now. So quite exciting, and that having free to view for people to watch is pretty awesome. And hopefully people will turn up in their numbers at the grounds as well, supporting us and getting amongst it.
Against the Poms, they've shown how good they are recently in white ball cricket, taking Australia to the limit. That must be cool to be able to test yourselves against such a good team.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've played them at home, and that Ashes series has been amazing to watch and sold out crowds. So really looking forward to having them on our home turf, a game in Dunedin as well, which is always special. So massive summer, Pakistan first as well, so really exciting.
And just quickly, thoughts on what you made of our old mate Baz over there, coach of the Ashes team. Big test match coming up, chance to draw level. It's been great for test cricket.
Yeah, it has. Look, I mean, I think test cricket was in pretty good space as it was, but this Ashes series has certainly highlighted and put test cricket on the map again. That's always nice, I think, when you're in the middle of a winter here in New Zealand. But England did well to fight back, and I'm sure this next test match it's going to go one of two ways. It's either an Ashes for Australia or England still in it, which would be enthralling going into that last match.
I know it's above your pay grade, but how do we get the White Ferns playing test cricket, Suzie?
It is above my pay grade. Look, I think how much the game has grown, and the more and more spectators turn up to games and want that format of cricket, I think the more likely it is. It might not be in my career, but I think we're heading in that direction. The multi-format series have been really successful, and I think the style of game that the women are now playing with the fast bowling, big hits, it's going to be a real spectacle. So I'm sure it'll happen, but hopefully I get a game in whites, but we'll see.
And final question, most important question, Johnny Bairstow, out or not out?
Out, in my opinion. It's just rules of the game, isn't it? Same with the catch. I think it's one of those simple things that if the ball touches the ground, it's not out. So there's been a lot of controversy around those sort of things, but there's a fine print in the rules, I guess, in cricket, and sometimes you just got to pay a little bit more attention to it. And yeah, it is what it is. It's the rule, and in my opinion, it's out.
SENZ. It's Kiwi for sport.